Here's one you don't see every day. This is one of my most favorite firearms. It is the Colt 1877 Lightning, officially dubbed the DA38. There are two models, the 38 Long Colt called the Lightning and the 41 Long Colt called the Thunderer. It's a real piece of Old Western history. Billy the Kid carried one, Doc Holliday carried one for a time, though he was always griping about it, said it kept his gunsmith in business. They are notoriously fragile, and they are remarkable for being the first truly successful double-action revolver. Colt made these from 1877 on into the early 1900s. Go ahead and safety check this real quick. Now, the problem with these is that they are notoriously fragile, and I've discovered through some reading that they tend to hold up better if used primarily in double action. Something about using them in single action wears out some of the linkage in here, accelerates wear. So I shoot this one only in double action, and it's actually pretty accurate for being so old. I'll see if I can't figure out how to splice some video of me shooting it together with this, but pretty consistently busts up beer bottles and soda cans at 10 or 15 steps. And what more could you ask for such an old weapon? And yes, I do still shoot it. It's not a stamp collection. I have a gun collection, and they were made to make smoke and noise, and so that's what I use them for. Now, the Colt Lightning is perhaps not as popular with some collectors as like the Colt Single Action Army is. So it's a chance to get into a real piece of Old Western history without spending an arm and a leg. It is somewhat difficult to find them in working order. I was fortunate enough to pick this one up recently, and it does still work in single action and double action, and I shoot it pretty regularly. I've got a few hundred rounds through it, no problems, no misfires. Like I said, pretty accurate for being so old. I don't dare tear it apart for fear that I will mess it up. But take me at my word when I say that through my own research, it seems to, it will behoove you as an owner of a Colt Lightning to resist the temptation to use the weapon in single action. Try to use it in double action primarily. I think you'll get a lot more use out of it. This one still locks up tight, and it's just a daisy to shoot with these 38 Long Colt rounds. These are some of my hand loads. It's a 148 grain wad cutter. And I keep about 1.5 grains of bullseye in there, and it chronos at just a little over 600 feet per second, which is just fine for putting holes in paper. I'm not trying to hot rod a 140-year-old revolver. This particular specimen came off the line in Hartford, Connecticut in 1891 per Colt Archives, and all of the numbers match. It's maybe not presentation grade, but it's a fine addition to any collection, particularly if you're into old Colts. And you can usually find them for a price that the everyman can conceivably afford. So if you have a chance to add one of these to your collection, I would definitely suggest that you consider it. Appreciate you watching. Thanks.